Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Yeah, thank you so much, Echo, for the 2 months. Seriously appreciate it. And what's up, Omega Lit? Figured I'd pick up. I was actually planning on starting streaming like right around the time when Jan started, but then he started and I wanted to see it. What's up, Betty? Yeah, so I was actually gonna start at like 12, and then I had to watch Jan stream. But yeah, so I'm basically gonna be working on I'm currently working on merging the physics refactoring into master. And I figured I'd just shoot up a stream while I'm working on it. I think it's pretty much very close to being done. I've already kind of solved all of the conflicts. Now I just have to make sure that everything works. So, and I mean, this does seem to be working. I did notice an issue with like this stuff. When you basically get the window to be this size, it stops working for some reason, and I'm not sure why, because it's not a crash. So it seems to be some Vulkan stuff, I think. Yeah, because we basically end up with a validation error. For some reason. I suspect it's because the size of the viewport window becomes too small, and so it freaks out. Which is kind of annoying. Gotta get that editor workflow branch. Yeah, I'm also gonna be doing that this week, maybe even today, if I get this done quickly. The thing is that I'm gonna have to kind of cherry pick stuff from that, because I did make some changes, like, what was it, like a month ago, that kind of looking back on them, I'm not super happy with. But there's obviously a lot of good stuff in there that, you know, a lot of stuff has been fixed. So I'm gonna have to look into that as well. I was going to start with it, but then I kind of realized just kind of how much additional work it would be, so I figured I'd get this in first. Also, I was originally going to be streaming some Unreal stuff yesterday, but I was so damn tired. I just couldn't be bothered. Okay, so viewport panel, and we do push a minimum size on the X, but not on the Y. Which I think is actually part of the problem here. So, hello? Okay, whatever. Under tab. Yes. Let's try this, make it like 100. Let's give that a go. Also, I'm kind of realizing now that I'm working on the Mesh Collider editor, and I had the issue where when I did that, my microphone would stop working for some reason. Which is slightly annoying. I think. Oh. Did the stream go down? No, it seems to be up still. Although my webcam is frozen apparently. No, not anymore. What was that? Yeah, you see it stopped. Wow, that's a massive delay. Is it just for me though? I'm just trying to check what the stream delay is because it seems to be a lot. Or is it? No, it's not. Good. Cool. Okay. Let's see if this fixed it. What is this song? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that one. Okay. So hopefully... Yeah, I know. I think this minimum size thing only affects this. We need it to be for the whole window. So... Probably gonna get rid of that. Utils. Also, let me know if the music is too loud. Well, that does seem to be correct. So if we do this... Okay, it's no longer happening. May just have been the validation issues. So it's fine. Let's, you know what? Let's just take a look in here and see what the changes are. Switch physics version. That's correct. Yep. Because I want to make sure that I didn't accidentally like just remove a bunch of stuff. That looks correct. I think it should be fine. And there's bound to be some issues after this big of a merge. I'm not checking that entire thing. Yeah, that's... I think I already fixed that. Yeah. Because Jan did not end up merging in fog. Sure, let's go with that. Now this is some weird music. That's better, I think. That looks correct. And if we take these two, we do have multi-component editing. Okay. Let's go ahead and try and open this project. Hello? Can't seem to select the ground. Rain. There it is. Does not have a collider assets. But yeah, I mean, it seems fine. No, I don't think this project will actually run. So let's take a look in here. Open this sandbox project again. Hit play. Now I think I'm gonna get a crash if I shoot, because audio problems. Which is also why it sounds like complete trash. Yeah, that's fine. It's so hard to remember what I did. We have the physics stats. Where we can inspect stuff about actors. So, I mean, this seems to be working. That works perfectly. that also works. Although this probably shouldn't be there. We should probably have selected empty and all, and then there should like be like a little checkbox. We can check if we want, because this is kind of the mode. What's up, Tony? So I think I want to change that before we merge, to be honest. Instancing on Vulkan is messed up. Yeah, I saw some of that stuff. But I mean, it's Vulkan, so we do actually have some instancing issues with like the selection outline. We can see the selection outline doesn't show properly, and I think it's due to instancing. And I've been begging Jan to fix it, but I think he just forgot. So it doesn't show the outline for the proper things, but at least it doesn't crash, which is the important thing. So, where would this be? It would be under editor layer. Viewport settings. Here. Probably want another checkbox. Like, why aren't you working on mono? Because I need a break from it. No, but we basically decided that we're gonna try and merge in as many of the kind of loose branches as possible, because Jan's gonna do like he's gonna go through like the entirety of the engine and kind of look what we need to do and what we need to fix, what we need to change, and so he wants me to merge in my branches, except for probably the scripting branch. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Don't worry, I'll get back to my little mono hole soon enough. Show sliders on top. We'll get rid of that. Show physics sliders on top. It will be bulk by default. Now this should not build. AWR 470H, thank you so much for following. Also, yeah, no, I mentioned a middle it following. So, right. This changes to what's up? That if true, do that. Okay, cool. And it worked. So if I select this and check that, we do see it on top. Cool. That was easy. So yeah, I think it's pretty much working. See, this is kind of why I'm not a big fan of merging stuff. Because you never know. Wait, what? No, I didn't want to do that. Actually, I do kind of want to get rid of that. Because I want to decide what I push. Don't need that, don't need that. We can get rid of that. Yeah, because I'm really worried that this is gonna break so much stuff in Master. But I mean, it shouldn't. I don't think. Vani Del, thank you so much for following. How's the scripting going? Okay. Something I like to do. Now my bulk getting this render does not go crash, it just doesn't work. Awesome. That's what you love to see. So okay, if we take a look at this latest commit, just want to check that I didn't accidentally yeet stuff, and it's with conversion. This one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's been carried over. I think all of this has been pretty much carried over just fine. So this seems fine to me. We got the layers, and just want to make sure if I add that layer, we do save project, we close it, we load it. That looks fine. All right, I think it's maybe safe to push. Possibly. Let's just take a look at the files. Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about is this one, the scene hierarchy panel. Should probably check that multi-editing script works. So if we create two empties, we add a script, we give it, I don't know, what's a good test? Sandbox testing. Yep, seems to be working just fine. Cool. Oh, for the love of God. You gotta love those bots. Yeah, Cooking Factory received a massive overhaul. Which I think is fine. We fixed that up. Come on. What am I doing? Yeah. Let's go ahead and push it, I guess. Because it seems to be working fine, and if there's any issues, I guess people will start screaming at me. And we'll just have to fix it. Physics factor. Yeah. No wonder it didn't work. I was using the instance VBO as IBO. Yeah, you don't want to do that. That's wrong data. Also, who's excited for the game engine series to return? Funny thing, I asked Jan quite a while ago when he was gonna bring it back, because people were just like, it got to the point where people were sending me like DMs on Discord asking asking me when the game engine series was coming back. And so I asked him, like, when's it coming back? And he said at the end of April. Yeah, super excited for it. Also, I'm super happy that it's gonna be streaming at a time when I can actually watch. Because otherwise he tends to stream at like 5 a.m. for me, and I'm not gonna get up at that time, so... I guess... let's maybe just go ahead and push it. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm so scared. Okay. If we now go to the... oof. Yeah. Okay, it's been merged. Good. Just sending out a message to the rest of the team to keep an eye out for problems. Yeah, so I guess what I can do now is go into this version of the master branch and do a pull. Just want to make sure it actually works. And then I can probably move on to the editor workflow branch. Well, that's a good sign. Go ahead and rerun this. Just gonna check real quick. Yeah, I need to open on the wrong screen. What's this? Found a suitable location for growth in data pick. Huh? Okay, whatever. Cool story, bro. I get that pop-up if I open to install a project in VS. Do I already have it open? Yeah, I think I do. So let's just close that to be safe. I should no longer have any master branch open. I don't. Good. Did not realize I had it open. That's my bad. Oh. And I probably cannot play this music. Because I will get... Which would be annoyed with me. Damn. Let's give it a build. Not in debug mode. My Streamlabs stops responding the second that I start a build. Which is annoying. I don't think the actual stream freezes though, so it should be fine. But yeah, I actually like PC, so it's interesting that Visual Studio brings it to a halt. Also, we should definitely start fixing all of these warnings at some point, which we've been kind of saying that we were gonna do for like a year at least. We just never end up doing it. Well, it built just fine. Which kind of didn't expect. Well, I mean, it makes sense. It did build just fine before I even pushed. Let's give it a go. And if it works, we can start merging editor workflow, which is going to be interesting. Oh, also on this, on my local copy, I actually added an infinite grid. I'm just gonna disable that for now. No, I mean, that looks fine. Create a mesh collider, test. Add a cylinder. Pick the mesh, save, and it seems to be working. Yeah, the editor UI is amazing. I love it. And I mean, I have contributed a bit to it, but the majority of it was Jay, who was actually kind of returned to Hazel now. Just a few days ago. What's up, Magetts? Yeah, Jay actually shot me a message on Discord, like I think yesterday or the day before that. And he's back home. He seems to be pretty safe, so I'm happy. We can, and I hopefully can actually fix the audio thing, because currently we don't apparently support surround sound headset in Hazel. Like, it just sounds awful, and if you're in debug mode, you hit an assert. And I saw some people had problems playing Forest because of it. And I actually cannot have audio in Hazel because I have a surrounded sound headset. But yeah. Also, My microphone seems to be working. Oh wow, cool. But yeah, this seems to be working, so I guess let's move on to merging editor workflow, which is gonna be interesting. There we have it. I do have some local changes, but that's just file system stuff, which I think we actually have a fix for. Where is it? It's under... Do we not have a fix for it? That may have been completely eaten by some commit at some point, because we did fix it, but apparently it's no longer there. So cool. Yeah, let's start. I don't know, I broke everything. Well, I mean, Tony, you tend to break, I mean, literally everything all the time, so I mean, is it a surprise? Oh, okay. I suppose I should... You know what? I'm actually gonna merge that into here as well. So... Question is... I kinda wanna cherry pick some stuff. Where do we even have it? Here. Yeah, because it's like the editor resource changes I don't want. But I think there's some good stuff that we need. Possibly. Yeah, for an example, I got rid of the refresh button because it shouldn't be necessary anymore. Can I just like cherry pick from the entire branch? Because that would... I can merge, and then I guess I could just remove the stuff that I don't want. But I don't want that. So I actually have to go in and... So... I think I want all of this. Probably. Maybe. So... Do I do checkout or... I'm terrible at merging. Because for cherry pick... apply changes of the individual commit. Yes. We immediately ended up with conflicts. Fun. So... guess this is on master. So we want that. I'm GUI. Yep. Sure. Resolve that. This one we want. Okay. Cool. Shift selection, obviously we want that. Cherry pick fail. Ugh. Well, I guess we'll commit them without... Let's commit those. Will it let me do it now? Yes. And that worked out of the box. Cherry pick that one. Component copying, that we definitely want. So let's take that one as well. We got conflicts, fun stuff. Audio listener. What? No. Let's use master, I think. We definitely want that one. Again, we want that one. And that one. That should be everything. Commit those. So this is kind of the annoying part, that I actually have to go through and cherry pick everything. No conflicts. Yep. Definitely want that one. Merge conflict. So yeah, I mean, this isn't super interesting, obviously, but no, we don't need this. We no longer have physics layers up here. So we want that one. Commit that. That shouldn't be necessary. That should already be in master. We then have this. which... Do I want all of this? I assume so. So... Sure, pick that. That just worked. Magically. That's not what I want. Yeah. See, here I'm not entirely sure I want like these message book stuff. Let's... Yeah, let's take it. Don't think we need this anymore, because we have proper disabling stuff now. What did you do, Tony? Did you mess up something? You broke Vulcan Triangle test. How? The thing is, I don't want either of these options. I mean, I guess I'll select this one for now. And then an editor layer. We want... Let's take that one. Yeah. Commit that. And here's where we get into the fun stuff, because I don't want to make these changes. Not all of them, at least. I don't think. So I don't want this file. Nope. Don't want that. Don't want any of this. Should have probably started from the top here. Yeah, because I revamped the add component menu, which I do want. Added icons to component header, which I think I technically want. And that's all in here. So maybe I do want all of this. You know what? I may want all of this. Yeah. I think I do. I'm GUI again. Ooh, do we want it in here or not? So this is editor workflow, and under scene hierarchy panel, we should have a draw component, group component. Yeah, we want it to be in here. So we actually want this. Although, is that gonna get rid of all of these? Probably. Which would be super annoying. If we take a look under GUI, they're up here. Okay, sure, let's commit that. Yeah, organize the editor icon folders, remove refresh button. Yeah, fix not being able to open projects from within the editor. Well, that's a pretty big issue. Let's take that as well. And that just worked. Okay. The physics merge. Nope. Stop. On it. Let's close it. Okay. Let's see how many issues we have. Gotta go fight Mono for a bit. See you later, Lonnie. Have a good day. Hopefully you don't have too many issues. Oh, that's a lot of errors. Let's stop. Just stop, please. Thank you. Okay. Oh yeah, it's these guys. We don't need them. Why are you hating on STD Move, Tony? And why did the music stop? There we go. It took the layout with it. Damn. Yeah, that sucks. Destroyed was 28, but no elements. Yeah, I mean, that's a problem. Right, physics like components not a thing. Not actually a thing, yeah. And I suppose, yeah, that's the exact same. Oh yeah, we don't even need to pause it in. Okay, worked. Let's run it. Well, no, I didn't want to run it yet. I need to build sandbox project again. Now it works again. Well, that's good. Hopefully this works as well. That build's cool. Check out that one still. Yep. Let's try it. Okay, now I'm suspicious. This magically works. What? Adventix, what's up, man? Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you. Although, to be fair, I have been kind of inconsistent on when I stream, so I'm trying to get better at that. Yeah, I'm super suspicious that this worked. Because that's two absolutely massive merges. And it just works. I'm not Todd Howard. It shouldn't just work. Yeah, I mean, everything's here. And I mean, if I take, let's select this guy, copy the transform. Well, no. Let's copy the static mesh. Go over to this one. Paste, and that also seems to work. That doesn't seem... I'm super suspicious. Currently trying to program a chess engine. Yeah, I can imagine that being quite difficult because like there's a lot of rules and a lot of like possible kind of board permutation. I don't know, possible number of Oh, Tim, what's up, man? Good to see you. So I've just merged, I don't know if you saw it, but I merged the physics refactor to master, and now I'm merging editor workflow as well. So for an example, we do have shift selecting, copying components. I've redone some stuff. I've seen this team guy somewhere. Yeah, not sure where though. But yeah, I'm super suspicious that this worked. It shouldn't have. There should have been some crash somewhere. There's no way it works. First try. I've been seen on occasion. Yeah. Now tell me why my instancing does not work. Yep, Tim's the best person to ask. Also, Tim, I rewatched the kind of Let 'em Dare stream compilation that you did. I rewatched it yesterday, and like, I don't know why, but it's so hilarious. The way you've edited it just makes it super hilarious. Looking forward to it and reflecting all the work that's gone into it over the last couple of months. Oh yeah, I mean, it's all kind of coming together now. I'm super excited for it, because it probably means we're gonna end up having like 50 different crashes again, but you know, we gotta make you a better person, Tim. Does this work? Seems to work. Okay. Okay, so it's somehow lost its prefabness, I guess. Same as the reason crashes don't need fixing, pretty much. Yeah, we need to investigate why prefabs lose their prefab components at some point, because that's super annoying. Full week of editing. Oh, yeah. I didn't actually realize just how much footage there was, but then I looked and it was like 150 hours combined of footage, like almost 2 terabytes, which is, I cannot imagine editing that even with like so many proxies in Premiere, because Premiere has a tendency to not like big projects. I mean, so this just works. Also, we have Xerx's incorrect fix for movement stuff. Yeah, I can imagine. Let's double check that if we open up audio events, we click, doesn't go through. Awesome. But also because I was using a spinny disk. Ooh. You were using a HDD instead of an SSD or an M2. Yeah, that would definitely make it a lot more painful. Seriously. I am sorry you had to go through that, but it was probably worth it in the end, I think. No, I did see there were some things that I overrode. Let's also check console. That looks, yeah, as chaotic as usual. Now, where was it? Editor layer, where we have about. Also, Tim, I've added a super easy method for adding like pop-ups and stuff like that. You just do this, which, like, you give it a title, you give it a lambda, and you do some rendering. Okay. Why did Streamlabs send me a mail with stuff I did not ask them to send me? I bet Spinny Team is faster than a spinny disc. Yeah, pretty much. Where is it? It's under Hazelnut. Editor layer. In here. Yeah, we had the I'm GUI version stuff. So we want this, I think. Oh, it's just push font bold. Right, I added that. Completely forgot about it. Okay. Cool. Would be nice if we can make this link clickable, but I don't think GUI supports that. So let's just try clicking on everything, making sure nothing causes crashes. Doesn't seem like it is. The moment when instance color works but not transform. Can I ask what you're currently working on, or is it too much to explain? No, absolutely. Basically, I'm merging a lot of kind of work that has been done, like essentially after a lot of there. I'm working on merging that stuff into the master branch. So I've already merged in some new stuff that I did with the physics system, specifically with like mesh colliders and just making that a lot more solid. Now I'm merging kind of general editor fixes and editor improvements into master as well. And so I'm basically just trying to make sure that there aren't any kind of major issues caused by the merge. And so far it seems like it's fine. Yeah, also Tim, I don't know if you're still here, but I made it so there's a bit more space on the right hand side to kind of right click and create entities. So you don't have to suffer as much anymore. Yeah, merge party. I hate large merges, especially when there are no unit integration tests. Yeah, I'm not awesome at kind of merging stuff, like big stuff, because when I basically was going to merge the physics refactor, I somehow ended up pushing it to the LD50 branch, somehow, instead of actually merging into master. So that shows just how incompetent I am at like merging. I think I like accidentally rebased it to the LD50 branch or something. But luckily that branch has already been merged. I realized that I had color and transform data, but it was color that struck with color and transform. Damn, that's awesome. Honestly, it seems like all of this is functioning. I mean, Git should be designed in a way that you can always go back, except if you passed a 4 somewhere. Yeah, and I mean, I suspect we can just revert, but honestly, I don't think it really matters. It should still be like perfectly fine. Because like the LD50 branch hasn't gotten any kind of work done on it, and we're probably not going to do anything more with it because it's been merged to master. Now it works. Awesome, Tony. And that seems to be working. So I hate my life. Yeah. But it works on Vulkan as well now. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. One thing I'm just gonna check real quick is that down here we are passing... Where do we have the property input? Not these guys, where we use them. Entry returns true on draw field array. Oh, never mind. You seem to be struggling, Tony. That stink stuff that got removed by merge. And I do not want to push yet. So now these guys should not be up here. They should be at the bottom. I'm never struggling with anything. Yeah, we'll go with that. Whoa. Oh no, they have to be at the top. Crap. I don't like that. But sure, let's go with it. That sucks. Still doesn't work. Yeah. Ah, my foot has fallen asleep. I mean, should I just assume that this is now working perfectly? Because it kind of seems to be working perfectly. Yeah, let's do it. Leap of faith. No, discard that. Hello? Okay, sure. Anything we need to commit in here? Don't think so. So, I guess let's push. guess. Yeah, let's push. And it's been pushed. Later. Yeah. Hopefully it hasn't exploded the engine. It would kind of suck if it had. Let's pull this. Nope, done. Just pushed the final merge stuff. Pipeline failed. Yes, I just went ahead and pushed the editor workflow branch merge. And I... Oh, damn cat. Yeah, I seriously hope we did not just nuke the entire engine. That would be slightly embarrassing. Missed all of it because of a work meeting. Yeah, that's okay. You can watch the VOD if you want. It's not super exciting. Mainly just me sitting and like picking which commits to add. Now I'm just going to check it here. Also, Tim dropped by just in time to see what we were doing, which was nice. Okay, and there went my Streamlabs window again. Whenever I go to build, the entire Streamlabs window just disappears, which is interesting. Thank you. You know, it's really like super nice to actually be streaming. I kind of just doing some work. Super relaxing actually. Also, I still haven't got any like sound foam to reduce the echo of this microphone, but the thing is I don't even know if I can like put those up. I'd have to get like a plywood board, put them up on, because we have wallpaper and it's an apartment that I don't own. So, and I mean, this seems to be working. I imagine streaming actually motivates you to work more. Oh yeah, definitely. Because like if I'm streaming, I kind of have to do stuff. Otherwise, it's just otherwise there won't be any point in streaming. So it's definitely good, kind of just for me to work while streaming. And also, like, I get to interact with people like in real time, which is fun, especially considering the fact that I work from home. And usually at a time when like Jan and Tim and everyone else are kind of asleep. So, I mean, it seems to have worked. So,
yeah, baby. Wonder if all my bad decisions get accounted in the algorithms. No statistician could dissuade me from my bigger vision.
no.
As a kid, I used to live out by a lake.
Bounding boxes work, selected wireframe.
And secret handshakes.
Cool.
I was invincible then. My heart so pure, I had no fear.
What's this? Crash.
That I hold so dear.
With an absolutely humongous call stack.
Having you
Let's do it in
I would never waste your time
this one.
on my.
I don't think I can legally stream my work. Yeah. Just don't tell anyone. I attempted to implement color attachment picking for the 2D sprites in Hazel and had to give up. Oh, you're using Vulkan. Cool, yeah. Yeah. I need to fix that crash now. It's happened when you stopped simulating, so... Suspecting it's an issue with the physics collider stuff. Well, it can't.
Anything that you would tell me, I just couldn't wait to hear. And we'd soak up the sun, smiling ear to ear. 'Cause it felt so right, having you by my side. I would never waste.
Yeah, I have a fork of Hazel Dev that I work on 2D stuff on. Oh, cool! That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, 2D support in Hazel Dev isn't, like, amazing. But I mean, it's also not the focus of the engine right now. And I'm still a bit confused as to, I think Jan was kind of planning on finishing Hazel 2D and then taking the 2D stuff from that and putting it into Hazel Dev. To kind of get proper 2D in Hazel Dev. So, oh! What's this? Oh, I forgot to update this. Ooh. Yeah, that's a problem. I think it's editor resources. Yep. Gotta get rid of that. Thankfully, I know exactly what this issue is. We don't need that. Got any texture? Cool. Easy fix. Let's see if we get any more. Okay, that worked now. Cool. Let's go ahead and hit simulate. Stop. Scripting! Why? Because we're destroying the script component. And it's in shutdown script entity. And we're trying to do this. I mean, yeah, so this kind of, we should not do this if we're simulating. The main reason I gave up on color picking is that I don't need it. It's something that's nice to have, but not the most important thing. Yeah, it's like, that's definitely more kind of a user, like user experience thing, I'd say. I guess let's check this and not is, no, M is playing specifically. This should fix it.
I ran away from heartbreak.
And it seems to
Got nothing
be working just fine now. Cool.
I never thought I'd be so empty, so
Let's do a quick check. Yeah, shut that down. Don't care. Because I have an issue in Mesh Glider Editor where we're kind of trying to locate a particular texture that didn't exist.
guess I thought I needed more time to protect.
Let's, it's this. Yeah. See where we do that.
So and you, but so you
No.
I'm not surprised by what I found.
Asset serializer, that's fine.
I needed something different
Mesh, that's fine.
out the blue. Somebody who listened and it had to be.
Is this still correct?
Before the reply, my love couldn't be just anyone. My baby, it had to be you. I didn't
Yeah, that's still correct. Cool.
you were checking for me, we were just friends. But we started building trust and
Don't think we need to do this. We should already have the checkerboard in here. Yep, we do. So get rid of that.
should have paid attention. You would have been the obvious choice. But I needed time to see clearly, dig deep and cut through the noise. So then you came around and you, but so you took it and I opened up. I'm not surprised by what I found, 'cause I knew I needed something different and it had to be
Okay, that's it.
somebody who listened and it had to
That's fine. Cool.
just anyone. My baby, it had to be you.
Yeah, Hazel currently supports access align bounding box mouse picking. We could make it work for like icons and stuff like that as well. But obviously not. Like sprites, you generally want color picking, I think. Advantix, it's basically, I can actually show you real quick. what Echo is talking about.
Sometimes someone was bad, oh, can't you see? I'm just being
If this will load, please. Thank you. It's basically this, right, where I can click in the viewport to select an entity. The way Hazel does it is, let's see, we basically generate, they're apparently not visible. Yeah, there we go. You can see we kind of generate these bounding boxes around entities. And if I click within that, well, I mean, actually, no, hang on. We don't do axis aligned bounding boxes. We do, actually, well, I think we kind of do, but not really. But essentially, it's like this. We create a box around all entities. And when we then shoot a ray from the mouse when you click. And if it intersects, we select that entity. What you could also do is essentially in the shader, you would send the entity ID to the shader. Then when you click, you would read the pixel value where you clicked to get the entity ID back, and that would be the entity that you would select, right? So that's kind of what he's talking about. Not the best explanation, but I tried. Cool, we now have that. And it was also the materials, which works. No, but they wouldn't. Like, that's the thing, it's kind of called color picking, but it's not really color picking, because you're sending a unique entity ID, right? So all you're reading back is the entity ID. So it's not about any kind of color, right? So it's like sort of called, well, it's not technically color picking, I don't think. Because color picking, you would assign a unique color to each entity and then use that. But it's similar kind of idea. So the shader knows what pixel originated from what entity. Yeah. Because, like, the shader knows where any given pixel is kind of located, technically, like, in the world, in a sense. Which means that you basically get pixel perfect, for the most part, selection. Alright, that's a weird message to send. Quite sure. So I think it's pretty much done now. Should check release mode as well. What font am I using? Like in Visual Studio? Good question. I am using the JetBrains mono font. Is the one I'm using. Because I really like it. I recommend Comic Sans, yeah. Especially when programming for game jams. Well, yeah, that was not super fun. Well, I mean, it kind of was. It was actually kind of hilarious to program with it. And I mean, it was for a good cause, you know. We managed to raise, so I don't know, I think it was $2,000 for that we raised for Ukraine, and that's when we switched to Comic Sans. But I mean, you can imagine my reaction, because I was asleep when they hit that goal. It's not monospace though, is it? No, it isn't. Yeah, I was asleep when they hit the goal. So I wake up and the first thing that Jan tells me is you have to switch to using Comic Sans. I'm like, okay, fun. Let's try opening the forest project. And I mean, it didn't crash, which is good. Oh. That's... Okay, that seems to be working. Don't think I'm gonna be able to play it, but doesn't matter. Let's try simulating. Seems to work just fine. Yeah. Awesome. Alan Fila, thank you for following. Much appreciated.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Hey.
About to see
Cool.
the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for.
So we've successfully merged both branches into master, and hopefully we have not just broken everything. I don't think we did. So, cool. Let's see if there's any issues that got fixed. I'm gonna go ahead and close this, to be honest, because
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche.
I think there's gonna be a lot of issues that we're gonna be closing now. Maybe. This was actually fixed by 0x. Okay, there's actually no more issues to close. But still. Cool. So the question is, what should I work on now? Because I don't think... I'm not entirely sure that there's anything else that I sort of should work on right now. I think I kind of need to wait for everyone to test the merge stuff. What's this? Oh, right. Yeah. So the question is, what do I work on now? Because I don't want to stop the stream right now. Oh, and apparently, no, that's the launcher layer. Well, before I do anything, I am going to take a very quick break, and I'll be back in a little moment. And I'm back. Okay. I don't even know which branch I just launched. That's the master branch. Okay. That's the physics merge branch, which isn't technically a branch. Let's pull.
Stepping out, it's Friday night. How I'm longing for this day. Yes, I'm single.
That one.
To mingle, and my friends are on the way. You got that good vibe. I want to spend some time back here with you.
So close yet so far. I just realized I'm gonna have to write up like a change log for the Hazel team of all the changes I made, which is gonna be boring. That works if I do. Cool, it works. Can you play another song? Yeah, sure. Should I like add so you can like using the channel points you can request like do like next song or something? I think some people put that on like a bits thing, but I don't want to do that. I can use channel points. Because right now I don't have any use for channel points. This still seems to be working. Oh, Federentics. 1 bit. Appreciated. Let's actually pick a different playlist.
It's so much harder now to reach you. Your heart is floating in the sky.
Mm,
We known each other for so long. We know our love like an old song. Sing along one more time. It's so much harder now to please you.
what's this? Where's the there's like a really good playlist that I used to listen to. Themes, I think. Gaming. What's it? This one? It's one of these. I don't know. Let's just... Sure, whatever. Doesn't matter too much. But like, should I... Because the thing is, I do want to kind of have like a use for channel points. Right now, I'm not sure what you can do with them. Cheer 99. Didn't quite work there, buddy. How do I get rid of the rest? That's a good question. There's only 1 in 100. Hang on, I'll see if I can tweak that. I don't know that I can. But I can give it a go. I can set the minimum bits. Can I add a bits thing? If I edit this. Yeah, I don't think I can. I figured it out. Thank you for the total 100 bits. I appreciate it. Which one? This one? You want to hear it again? Pro tip, for instance, squads use VK command draw index instead of VK command draw. Yeah. You just being goofy, yeah, I figured. Still, you were kind enough to give me 100 bits, so why not? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to be working on. Back to scripting, maybe? What am I working on the scripting branch? Whoa. Okay. Nothing, apparently. Rewrite it. I'm not gonna rewrite it for a third time. Technically fourth. Because I actually rewrote it once and never ended up committing it. Let's take a look. See what we're working on. Right, yeah. I was working on that's interesting. We get a crash. Not entirely sure I feel like working on it, to be honest. It's not super interesting. I mean, are there any issues that I can fix in here? Keyboard events are not consumed. This has been fixed. Could start fixing a bunch of warnings. What's this? Prefab parent entity. Prefab spline instantiating a scene should have an additional parent entity added to them that is not part of the prefab itself. This lets us at the very least control the transform of the specific. But you can already do that. Don't feel like doing anything like that. Yeah. Tell you what. Let's have a look at Asana, which is, we kind of use it for internal stuff. Oh, this phone. I love this one. Don't know why. I mean, that's I don't know if yawns. Yeah, you know, it's fine. So merge LD50 into master. I mean, that's done. Fix multi-selection outline rendering. I'm not gonna do that. I've tried like a couple of times. Just can't do it. You know what? Let's take a look at some warnings, maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know. Does anyone have any ideas? Like, are there any kind of things that we should fix? Hmm. Yeah, I'm really not sure what to work on. Like, there's always more stuff I can do in scripting, but it's not super exciting to watch, I don't think. And I can't really do much more in here, like with this one, purely because, like, I don't want to do anything new until we've verified that Hazel itself is stable. So I may just go ahead and like either end the stream or work on something completely unrelated to Hazel. Well, actually we could, you know, write some docs, but again, that's not interesting, I don't think. Because like the mono tutorial, work a bit on this. How to use downloaded fonts. So if you've downloaded it and you've installed it in your system, then you first of all have to restart Visual Studio if you have it open. Then you go to Options, Fonts and Colors, and you just look for it in here. Yeah, I mean, I could work on like the mono guide. We're about to create a new instance of the test class and calling some C# methods. Yeah, sure, let's do that. I'm just gonna have to modify the title of the stream in that case. Yeah, let's do that. Not sure if everyone's gonna think it's interesting, but I kind of need to do it. Because I've been putting off doing it for a long time. I'm actually gonna keep Hazel open like that, because it's really useful when to kind of look up reference stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to be working on Hazel right now. I'm going to switch to working on my guide to embedding mono. So, not sure how many people are actually interested in watching that, but let's do it. Alright, so let's do Open VS Code. And then do that. And there we go. So creating an instance of the class and calling some C# methods. Cool. Switch the song. Switch playlist. There we go. Right, so what should I even call it? So in this one, I believe we went through some metadata to get classes. So let's go ahead and do just call it classes, maybe. Getting a reference C# class, maybe. And I think the simplest way to do that, if we go is mono class from name. Well, that's useful. Yeah. I mean, this obviously isn't super exciting, but in order for us to call methods and access properties on C# class from C++, we first have to get a reference to that class and create an instance of that class of it. There are many ways of getting a reference to a C# class. The simplest is by making use of functions, which lets us get a class by name, right? Because there there are a lot of different ways that you can get reference to classes. This is not how Hazel does it most of the time. Most of the time we actually like iterate through all classes in an assembly and kind of build up some metadata for it so we can instantiate it and do that kind of stuff. But this is the simplest way, and that's how we used to do it. We used to literally just get them by name. Well, let's do this a bit better. I don't know, I mean, I think we should... No, you know what? I'm gonna leave this here, because I'm not gonna work on the mono guide. I'm gonna work on documentation for Hazel. Okay? Mono Pro in this environment, pretty much. I may do a stream later tonight where I'm working on this, because again, that will definitely motivate me to work on it. But I do sort of want to keep this Hazel related. I think. Maybe. Or should we? I hate using freaking underscores in parameter names. Namespace name. File's name. Get shader return null pointer. Wonder why. That seems like a problem. Namespace name. Name. You know, if testing class with null pointer. Presumably log error here. And just return testing class. Let's do, or the definition was ref shader each shader return null pointer. Awesome, that's what you want. Vulkan instancing works. That's good to know. To definitely make sure instancing works. It's awesome. I don't know, assembly or something. What did I use? No namespace. And I need to add it to the summary. See, this is why I love using MDBook. Along with GitHub pages, makes it so much easier. Uniform buffers. Hopefully you get good performance. Okay, so we have a reference to the C# class. Now, creating an instance from our class. That I'm still retrieving. Yep. So dealing with constructors in Mono, at least if you're kind of doing it automatically, can be a real pain. You can take a look at how we do it in here. Where is it? This is the wrong one. I fixed this in scripting, not in master. Come on, thank you. Script engine. Yeah, so basically all of this code is for calling the constructor. Because we first will have to check if we have kind of an explicit constructor that doesn't have any parameters, or an implicit parameterless constructor. And if we do, we have to call out. What was that? And otherwise we have, yeah, so it's kind of annoying in mono. Also, I don't think this is... 12.25 million quads at 110 milliseconds. I mean, that's a lot of quads. No, you know what? No. I'm gonna switch to writing Hazel documentation. So 16 million at 150. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh wow. I've already written some documentation here, apparently, that I just have not pushed. So I'm trying to think like what the best way to write the documentation is. Do I do it kind of like this, like almost a guide where we kind of show examples and thoroughly explain them? Or do we go for more of a kind of Unity approach? Because they pretty much like just say here's like a class, and then they kind of list their properties and stuff like that. So application, for example, you can see this. Is this better, or is kind of like what Unreal does? I think Unreal does something similar as well, but they also have like majority of kind of guides almost. Just realized that I was in debug mode, yeah. Debug do be slow. Let's just try again. Documentation A. What's up, Matt? Yeah, super fun. Awesome stuff, you know. Definitely not boring at all. So I think the entity class would be the most important one to document. Because, you know, it's kind of the one that you'll be interfacing with the most, I think. Summary. No, wrong place. Why isn't it auto refreshing? Oh. Has to be links here. That's annoying. What happens when I do this? Nothing. Definitely GPU bound. Oh. Whoops. Oh, yeah. That's annoying. Let's just have it point towards the same thing. That's called API referencing. Reference, sorry. Have it here. I think a better way here would be like API instead. That doesn't do anything, this does that, cool.
Battery 10%.
Need to charge my headphones. What it takes to be a good programmer? Man, that's a hard question. Patience, I guess. You have to be patient, you have to... I would say try not to get stuck into Sorry. Yeah, persistence, a lot of time, don't get stuck in tutorial hell, make sure you can like actually do stuff yourself. Obviously you have to watch tutorials and read up on like syntax and that kind of stuff. You know, everyone does that, everyone looks at documentation. But like just making sure you can actually create something yourself without just straight up ripping someone off. Matt mentioned persistence in a lot of time, that's absolutely true. Bonnie, welcome back. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't know what it, like, it's such a hard question to answer because I'm not sure I know what a good programmer is or what it takes to be a good programmer. But yeah, if you're persistent and you stick with it, you're gonna learn, you're gonna improve, and you're gonna fail at times. Since you're not one of them. Watch out, Tony. About to whip out the banhammer. God damn. That's a sick burn. Oh. No, I mean, I wouldn't. Like, here's the thing, I don't know. Should I join CS degree or not? Nah, that's okay, Tony. Should I join CS degree or not? I don't know. I didn't go, like, I did not take any kind of computer science courses. I didn't go to university or college or anything like that. I'm self-taught, but like you can definitely learn some valuable things if you actually take it as a class in school. But just keep in mind that computer science is not only programming. In fact, programming tends to be quite a small part of computer science. So you'd want specifically to kind of look into programming stuff. Okay. The entity class is the base class that all your game scripts will inherit from. And it represents single entity in a current in a scene, I guess. Did you have a bit of a stroke there, Matt? Equals A star. The A star pathfinding algorithm? My last 4 words. Oh. Whoops. Thanks for catching that. Probably A scene. Is programming worth the labor? I see many people trying to learn programming. How hard is it to create something like a famous app? I mean, I would say that programming, once you kind of get used to it, once you kind of learn the syntax, you learn the theory behind it, it's not difficult to program. But creating something good, that can definitely be a lot harder. And odds are you're never going to create a famous app. I think a lot of people don't really realize just how difficult it is to create something that actually gets a lot of attention. Although I suppose it's easier than it used to be, thanks to, you know, YouTube and all of that. Best created with no skills but pure luck. I mean, to a certain degree, yeah. Let's have public events. Now, can you still create tables like this? Really, there's VS Code plugin to format the tables. Nice. I mean, I'm assuming MDBook has to have, like, support for tables. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I know the battery's low. I am charging it. Thanks for saying that. Yeah. So why doesn't my table work? I see. I don't have any headers. Name. Description, whatever. So now it should format correctly. Oh yeah, it lets me kind of preview stuff, yeah. I mean, it's fine though, because this is supposed to kind of auto-refresh. So I don't know why that's not happening. Let's try rerunning it. Yeah, it doesn't for some reason. Yeah, and it means I don't have to switch windows. What's the extension that lets me format it? Is it this one, the Markdown table Prettifier? Seems popular. Just gonna move this over to the other screen. It doesn't seem to work. Well, because this should work with Markdown by default. But it isn't. Do you mean that the dot-com bubble was the high point of computer programming when you say it's difficult to create a famous app or website? No, it's just like creating something unique and something that's of a good enough quality and creating something that reaches a lot of people is very difficult because there's a lot of stuff being made. There's a lot of stuff being made and kind of put out there, and so a lot of stuff just disappears in kind of the crowd, right? Do I have to restart VS Code? Get that to work, because it wasn't formatting anything. Ah, that's the wrong one. It's still prettier. Control-Shift-I. This one. It's not working. Control-Shift-P. Verify markdown tables. Control-Alt-M, supposedly. Again, that's nothing. So when I do that, it works. But I mean, if I just add this, let's paste in these. Try entering format document. Like in here. Shift-Alt-F. That seems to have worked. Thank you for that, Adventix. Appreciate it. So, it's your main editor. Yeah, I pretty much only use it for, like, markdown editing. Trigger end. David South Mountain, you're from Växjö. Cultural Swedish happening when I'm talking English makes it hard to speak. What's up, man? Call when this entity called once when this entity collides with another. Oh, that's so nice. I love it. Also, these descriptions are bound to change. Just finished your last meeting and work day. Awesome. You going on vacation or changing job? I'm not sure I like this. on holiday today, but yeah, let's do some meetings. Cool. The documentation I have there somehow looks like the Rust book. Yes, this is MD book, which is written in Rust, and it's so yeah. And if we just look up that, we have here. They even use it for their own. Chef's engine is in Rust. Oof. Not actually a fan of Rust myself. Like, I can see the appeal. It's, you know, another low-level language that fixes a lot of like issues, but I don't know. I'm gonna stick with C++. Yeah, I don't think I like the look of this. Sounds too weak. Yeah. Hmm. Only with the pawns. Like, I was just looking for something that would let me kind of make this look a bit better. Like, maybe not even using a table. I could, of course, just tweak the styling of the table itself to maybe look a bit better. It might be worth doing something like this. So I can configure the CSS, like the theme. It does give us that control. So like under the theme here, I could tweak it if I wanted to. But I may just end up doing this, right? Having like separate sections. That way you can kind of link to them as well. And it also lets us do some other stuff like, you know, 3D simulation physics. Simulation. We could, for example, do like, I don't know, signature. Maybe have a list of all of them at the top. And link to the sections. Yeah, like we obviously have a table of contents, but the thing is, I don't think, like, it doesn't reflect like these headings. So I don't know, I may have to create a Like, we could obviously manually add them in here, which we may want. So we may have like a description, a signature, and then maybe an example use case below, which we could use, like, go even deeper and use a subheading of a subheading. I don't know. Example. We could have like check that. What do we have here? Did they add this, like, as a native feature? Yeah. Yeah, it's a plugin. I don't know if I can add plugins, but I mean, I should be able to. But for now, I'm just gonna do this. We can probably take a look at that some other time. That's not the correct place. It's here. Let's stick with this for now. Collision. Actually, let's copy both of these. collision 2D begin 2D. Yeah, 2D physics simulation. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of how that looks. To be honest. Can't you do like, yeah, I can do this and you should get a line there. So we may want something like that in between them, just to kind of split them apart. Assuming yeah. Because I definitely don't want to like create separate pages for them. No, it's not the theme, it's just like it's hard to kind of tell just like at a glance where everything, well, no, actually it's not that difficult to tell where they kind of start and end. Like, I don't really have an issue with the theme itself. Yeah, you know what? I think it's fine. Would be nice if the section started off as collapsed. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted. Yeah, and the table of content really helps. You know what? Let's see if we can get the table of contents in. Cargo install. So I'm guessing. Yeah, those script code things. What? You mean this? It's the package manager for Rust. Yeah, that's the plugin. Oh, you mean like the backticks? I mean, it looks fine. Or are you thinking of making the entire thing that? Peace 2050. Thank you so much for following. So, am I gonna have to install cargo then to get this? To the TOML file. Oh, so it's probably just like some I mean, I doubt I can just add this, but yeah. But we need presumably those two files. I have no idea how I'm supposed to do this. 3 files: sidebar, style, index. Oh. It's that simple, just snag these files. Okay. I mean, this isn't that big either. So, yoink. And then it was index.hps. And you needed to add this inside main. I believe they just ship like an exe for Windows that you can download and you just set it up to use it. Okay. Need this. Okay. Oh, whoops. Holy wow. Yeah. It's that simple. And we can obviously style it however we want. If we want to style it any differently. Cool. That was super easy. Awesome. Yeah, very good suggestion. Thanks.
Battery 20%.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna help. I kind of wanted to check this raw. Okay, yeah. Cool. Always happy to help the rough haters. Yep. Because up here I basically went and did this. Oh no, that's a different thing. Oh no, I lost it. Yeah, either way, I'm gonna probably have to end the stream here. Because I'm gonna have to have some dinner soon. So, I may stream myself, like, working on the mono guide, or more documentation later tonight. So yeah. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and end. I'm actually curious. Is there anyone interesting who is live right now that I can raid? Yeah, I think so. I have to remember how to raid. No worries, Matt. Hopefully I'll see you later. How do you raid people? Here. We're gonna raid Prismatica Dev. Okay? So here we go. And I'm gonna end the stream.